Well, poop.
Yeah, nuts.
Guess I gotta go get a regular ratchet like a caveman.
He's sort of caveman. It's not nonsense. Ice cream truck's coming.
Ice cream man!
Ice cream truck. But aside from the ice cream truck, we're not just filming this because it's a cool looking color or car. We have a reason today, and the reason is right back there. See how low that's sitting in the back? It's just not gonna work. So we've got different shocks, well, not shocks, leaf springs to be specific. I saw that look. I saw that look. You're not getting any ice cream.
Okay.
And so what are we doing? What is happening with the car? What's the next project? The first one, really.
Well, I have some leaf springs already that are super stock springs. That were,
What's super stock?
In 1968, Chrysler developed some darts and barracudas for super stock drag racing. And so at the same time, part of the package was the leaf springs on the cars.
That's
and
cool.
As a normal Joe, you could buy the leaf springs from Chrysler, and you still can.
You really?
52 years later.
That's pretty sweet.
So I have a pair of super stock leaf springs, and they would really jack the rear end a bunch.
How much you think?
Over this, probably about 3 to 4 inches.
So, but that's loud, isn't it?
It is loud. It's very loud. So you can hear it in the house and come running out with the cash.
So it's probably won't be up over the top of the tire.
Yeah, it probably is gonna.
You think over the top?
Over the top or very close to it.
Pretty close, huh? Well, that's not a bad look. I like when they're about like that.
I want it to be higher, but I don't want to be too high. There's a fine line.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see.
Hopefully we get what we're after.
Well, you've already adjusted those shocks, all right? Like they're, you were saying, spring. It's not that hard. It springs. Oh, I got my hands dirty. Tire dirt. That's okay. But you lowered those shocks a little bit. You are
springs.
The springs.
They're in my garage. Let's take a look.
I'd like to take a look. Then we'll get away from that.
I've already unlocked the garage. So
you know,
we can break in now.
That sounded really cool at first, but now it started to be annoying.
Yeah, it gets real. Can you imagine being the guy driving around all day?
Might as well film it. Okay, it's leaving the neighborhood. We're all right. We're okay. Okay, well, this is more exciting even than ice cream.
So these are the springs themselves, and that front hanger there, that kind of gold-looking thing.
There's a guy.
It has 2 holes in it, and the lower hole is where the stock location would be for stock springs, and then the higher bolt hole actually makes it so whatever spring you have, it lowers the car about an inch.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, right. Yeah, each of those holes gives you about an inch.
So I have it on the upper hole, which means that the car would sit lower. So that's how it is right now. Hopefully when I put it on, it sits about where I want it to be.
Yeah. Well, that'll be a fun project. I think it'll be cool. What do you think it's going to do, real quick? What do you think it's going to do for the ride? You think you'll notice that?
I doubt it. It might stiffen it a little bit, but I think it's got some sort of coil-over shocks on it right now that make it already a little stiff.
So just really, we want it to look cool.
Yeah, it's all about looks.
Totally, it's all about looks.
I mean, it could possibly help with traction, but you know, it's mostly about the look I want. And this is the original Sublime paint that Chrysler had in 1970 on Dodges and Plymouths.
Is it?
And that's what they call Sublime now, that they
brought
back
as you can see,
later.
Is a little different.
It's not exactly the same color.
No.
It's similar. It's a little darker, and it has like a pearl, pearl in it. And so it's got like some metal flake and stuff. It's when the light hits it, it sparkles and
it's pretty.
Everything.
Sparkly, pretty. This does not have any of that in it. But I still think it looks cool. And I feel like if it's the right vehicle, it looks awesome. If it's a wrong one, it's just no bueno.
No bueno.
No bueno, man. All right, cool. Well, we'll pick this back up once you got a little work done on this one. Well, there it is. Is that going to be the final height at the back?
Yeah, it's going to be about that high. Really jack it up.
That's awesome. Well, it looks pretty. Not kind of shiny, a little bit shiny. There's shiny parts in
for
there.
brake drum parts. Those are very shiny.
Yeah. What's this?
These are the U-bolts from the other side that I was trying to take out in case I wanted to try to reuse them. And I fought with them on the ground for, I don't know, at least a half hour with a big cheater bar on my ratchet because the impacts wouldn't work.
That sounds exciting.
And I got 3 of them off and one of them broke.
Oh, you can even see it's bent.
That's how strong I am.
That's why they call you the Action Man.
Yeah, Dr. Torque, actually.
Dr. Torque, yeah, that's why they call.
That is
that's
why
right.
they call me Dr. Torque.
That's it. You know, I kind of dig this height right here. I think this is what we should do right here.
Make it hard getting stuff in and out of the trunk.
Well, yeah. It's all about, I don't know what. Launch? Can't, I don't know. It's all about just, I don't know. That's high. But, hey, it's cool. So, you doing stuff, though.
Yeah.
There's those shocks. I can finally say shocks. Struts? Do I still have to say struts? When can I say shocks?
Those are coil-over shocks.
Those are, all right, shocks. Coil-over shocks. Which is very interesting.
Very similar to struts.
Which is very interesting. Now, I still smell a little bit of fuel. Is it dripping more that you lean forward?
A little bit.
You got a tiny, we discovered.
I don't know if I'd call it a tiny leak. It's down to about half a tank now.
Okay, so it turns out that there's a leak in the gas tank. Only when you fill it up, though.
It's true. If I just leave it empty, it's fine.
It's fine. It's only when you fill it up. So at what point did it stop leaking? Because we're trying to decide where that hole is in the tank, right?
A little over half a tank. I think there's a hole in the tank. I think it's in where the fuel outlet is.
Whoa! I'm falling. There's that jack. It's right here.
There it is. Found it. The sending unit for the gas tank, the fuel level sending unit thing, and
that's what's leaking.
Gas comes out. I think the seal there is leaking. So
I see.
We've got to get the fuel down low enough that we can pull that apart
without it all draining out on you, which happened one time. So we don't want that. But yeah, these brakes look like somebody's been working on them.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wasn't me. They need to
be
adjusted.
They do need to be adjusted?
Yeah, the drums came off super easy, and my friend told me that the emergency brake didn't work very well, which is
indicator.
The rear brakes are part of.
Yeah. These look familiar.
Yeah.
These capsuses. All right, so what's next? Where are you at in this process here? Breaking more bolts?
I'm going to try to get the other 2 off without breaking them. We're going to use that cut-off tool that I borrowed back from you.
Because you've got replacements.
Yeah.
So it's not like if we have to get these. That's cool.
Correct.
All right, this will be exciting. Doing some cutting.
Except the problem is they go up and over the axle housing. And so a lot of times you have to make a cut on both sides.
Ooh.
You can't just cut it perfectly in the middle.
Right.
Because I'm not that talented, plus there's a brake line in the way.
And there's a brake
line. If you could cut it exactly in the middle and then like turn the nuts, you probably could get them. I don't know. In my previous experience, I've had to cut them twice.
Yeah.
Each.
So does this also function as your air brake? You just go.
Yeah, you pop that up and it slows you down.
I like it. That's cool. That's a double feature. All right. Well, let's get to work.
Yeah, let's.
Come on. What are you doing? Action! Oh wait, it's this way.
On the Duster, it didn't have this thing right here. This is like a reinforcement thing that's welded in on some of the cars.
So nice, but man.
Yeah, it's additional. They call it a torque box, or that's what some people call them anyway, but it's additional reinforcement for body flex and stuff, but it makes it harder to get at the nuts.
Definitely. That's a big cheater bar. You could do some serious torquing with that.
Yeah.
We're just trying to relieve a little bit of pressure because a moment ago, when he cut through one of those, there was a very loud pop and snap.
A minor pop.
Minor?
Minor.
It was enough to make us both jump.
I didn't jump.
You didn't jump?
Nope.
Oh, I see. I see how it is.
Jumping's for girls.
Jumping's for girls. He jumped a lot. Okay, we're live. So it's update time. We've got the new shock on one side in place.
That's a spring.
Well, this spring, this piece right here, the springinator. That's what I meant. It's all shocky to my world. We broke a bunch of bolts. I found a bunch of bolts in the bolt.
Broke a bunch of.
Dr. Torque over there broke a bunch of bolts, and then we found them in this huge bucket of old bolts. The bolt bucket. We found exactly enough. I found them. This is the bolt that's the nut that's stuck on the busted bolts. So now we're actually putting this baby back together. What do you think about that, huh, Dr. Torque?
Excellent.
It's excellent. Excellent. All right, on to the next one. We almost have the second side down, but we're out of air. And so now we're just using the air ratchet as a hand tool. It's perfect. It's fine. But we almost got the second one. Starting to get a little dark out, but it ain't dark yet. Okay, man, this is a big deal because we got it. Air brakes still on, engaged, air brakes, flaps, but you'll also notice tires and wheels and leaf springs and shocks. There's shocks under there too.
There are shocks.
Because you had to take it up, and darkness.
Yeah.
But we got it. That was a little tougher than we thought, huh?
That was more work than I was expecting it to be, but it always is.
It's cool. So now we're gonna lower this down and take a look, and we'll do some final pictures and drive and evaluation tomorrow, but we can at least lower it down and say that the hard part's done.
You ready?
Oh, we are so ready. Okay. Oh, wow. So check this out. Just initially, that's not up over the top of the tire at all. So that should lower a little bit after you drive it.
A little bit, yeah. It's going to settle a little.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Doesn't look horrible.
I think that looks great. We'll get a better view in the daylight, but I think so far, oh, he's got a light. Yeah, check it out. Oh, I think that looks like just right, man. Are you happy with that?
I hope so. I'll see better in the light.
We'll check it out in the light, but I think that looks pretty good. All right, you probably can't even hardly see me, but that's because it's dark. We worked. Now you probably can't see me either.
You afraid of the dark?
Nah, I can't see nothing.
Tell some ghost stories.
Ghost Thanks for hanging out. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. We're not gonna close out this whole project yet because we gotta look at it in the daylight. But thanks for hanging out for this part. We're gonna go get cleaned up, you know, showers and whatnot.
For sure, showers.
Yeah, and we'll finish it up on the next one. Ghost stories about the bolts that kept breaking. All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
Guys, well, that's going to be a wrap on the video. Now, Uncle Jake is traveling, and he didn't have a chance to do a send-off on the video for you, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I'm gonna try to channel my Uncle Jake personality for you here. So let's see. All right, guys. All right. Thanks for watching. We really appreciate you hanging in there and watching the whole video. We want you to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button so you know when we're hanging out. All right, we're gonna take you out with the patented Uncle Jake crazy face fist bump of friendship. Whoop-pow!